Hello and welcome to Before We Break Up Again. This week, a unsexy hotel bedroom special filmed live from the Victoria Hotel or whatever it's called in Victoria. Really grim, but fairly cheap. We've come here to record the podcast because Jessie's away filming her Marvel film, as the running joke goes. So we talk about grief and sex. It's quite weird, actually. It's quite a weird, meandering conversation that lurches between moments of sensitivity, banality, and hardcore sex. So stick around if that seems like it might be up your pipe. It's cost us £70 to do the episode, and of course I've had to get the train down. So please reward, thank you very much. Please reward that commitment with a subscription to our Patreon. Become a patron of our Patreon at patreon.com/braveclown. This is Before We Break Up Again.
Hello.
It's not a sexy hotel room special, is it?
This is probably one of the most disgusting hotel rooms I've ever been in.
I think, though, that everybody should be heartened, or at least in absolutely no doubt as to our commitment to the podcast. So to put what's going on right now in some sort of context, Jessie is away starring in the new Marvel film in Down South, aren't you?
Yeah, massive role in one of the leads. Co-lead.
People, yeah. And I have made it down during the day. My mother has gone up to take care of the children, so I can come down and be in a hotel room. We've booked from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which is the gentleman and sex worker slot, I imagine.
I think so. I've never seen hotels that you could book. You're meant they market it as per hour, but it's not. You have to book 3-hour slots. You can't just book an hour. You have to pay for 3 hours.
Or just an affair.
It's for I guess for people who want affairs. They don't say that, obviously, though, on the marketing site.
Of course.
They say like freshen up, have a nap.
I'd have to really want to fuck someone to be doing it in here.
I think this is a good fuck room. Although I've just put a towel against the back of my head because I actually now just realised that this is a lot of hands have been on this, and the cleaners probably don't clean this. So think about the sex hands that have been on this.
See, like if we were having an affair and you mentioned that, I don't think that my dick would ever recover any form of hardness.
Just think about it. You're touching your body, you're touching his body, then you slap your hand there.
Yeah, I couldn't give a shit. Speaking of which, like the toilet, which is just out of shot over there if you're watching this.
Oh God, Alfie, I've just looked.
Podcast.
It's so disgusting.
Yeah, it's not. And I don't think you've ever been closer to me physically whilst I've taken a shit, have you?
No, and I will never be that close again.
Well, you might do. What if we go on a cruise and we've got a little cabin?
I think I can say safely that we're not ever going to go on a cruise.
Never say never. Ooh, said it twice. It's a Harry Hill joke. It's very good. No, we might go on a cruise.
I don't want to go on a cruise. I don't want to go on a cruise. I think I just want a simple life now. I don't want to go on a cruise. I don't really ever want to go on a plane.
I don't think anybody's complaining about the complexity of their life due to all the cruises that they go on.
No, but just it's complicated. You know, you have to go from plate, get off the boat, get back on the boat.
That's not complicated.
That's dangerous. What if we leave a kid in one country?
We're not going on a cruise with a kid.
Well, then I'm not going on a cruise.
You're never going on holiday without any of the children.
No, but if I'm going to go on a cruise, they'll be so annoyed that we went on a cruise without them.
They won't, because they'll be happy that they're doing. I'm not talking about like in 6 months' time. I'm talking about in like 12 years' time.
It would be a pretty bold thing for us to have not really been on. We've been on 2 holidays together as a couple, and our third one to be a cruise.
But I want to see the fjords.
What are they?
In Norway.
I want to go to the Northern Lights.
That's also in Norway.
But you don't need to do a cruise to do that.
You don't need to, but it helps.
Imagine if you saw the Northern Lights every day. Have we talked about this?
No.
Because I think I thought I had a dream where I was talking to somebody about this.
Right.
And I was saying, so what's it like seeing the Northern Lights every day? Do you still get amazed by them? And the person was like, no, it's nothing now. It's nothing to me. If I saw them every day, I don't know if I would be so startled by the beauty.
Your unconscious imagination conjured that conversation for you to watch. What do you think you were trying to communicate to yourself with that dream?
I think I am constantly surprised by how enthusiastic people are in conversation. And I think that dream was there to show me that, there are people like you who are just a bit more blunt and matter of fact. So even just now in the rehearsals, like I listen to people talk and they talk with such animation and just enthusiasm, and their volume goes up and down and they're speaking about things that mean so much to them. And I'm just like, I can't fake it. I just can't fake. So I do get excited about things, but I think I'm just more of a...
Do you not think maybe the dream was telling you in some way beauty is present constantly, or to be grateful for the everyday, or that...
But the person was saying it's not beautiful.
Yeah, but I'm just can you hold that slightly lower down so that your finger isn't coming into contact with the shaft of the microphone?
Oh,
just hold it like that, there.
But I'm afraid of holding this bit.
Yeah, but don't be.
Okay.
There we go. Sorry, it's technological issues.
The person in the dream was saying, no, I don't get affected by the beauty anymore.
Yeah, but you could have had a reaction to that. Just because they were saying that doesn't mean that the lesson was, so fuck everyday beauty.
No, I think my reaction in the dream was like, yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, but even if you think so, that could be wrong. It could be a wrong reaction. The lesson could be like, I don't know. I mean, you still find remarkable things in the everyday.
No, I do, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sorry.
You're not trying to say
I'm
anything.
I'm just very distracted and preoccupied by the bedboard and the handprints on it. Like there's sex hands just all over this. Like,
yeah.
Look at that stain.
There is a stain sort of adjacent to my head, actually.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. If I had one of those forensic torches, this would be glowing up.
So I'm home looking after the kids by myself.
For 2 days, Alfie.
For 3 weeks.
For 1 day. Yeah, but so far it's been one day and a morning.
Yeah, and that was enough.
You already this morning you sounded so defeated on the phone.
I was... all of that this morning was just a bit much.
It was just getting them up and getting them dressed and getting them to school.
Impossible.
What you should do is sometimes I get Ten and Becca dressed when they're asleep. So I keep them asleep so they don't kick up a fuss about me getting them dressed.
Ten gets himself dressed.
On a good day.
Without question. There's just no...
Not with me.
This is the thing. It's because you've catered to them so persistently throughout their upbringing that they're used to being catered to. So when I'm at home with them and they go, hey, can I have this? And I go, yeah, you know where it is.
I know.
They go, oh, right.
Different ways. But it's quite a good trick getting Becca dressed to sleep because then he doesn't care about his outfit.
He doesn't care about his outfit. He just wears whatever I tell him to.
With you, he does. I've never seen these items of clothing on him. It's amazing.
Yeah. I'm always amazed by how often when one of the two parents is absent, it suddenly dawns on you how often people poo. And our two youngest both do the same thing when that's the case. They come up to me with this sort of alarm and urgency. Like Daddy, I need to poo. Like it's this big thing that it's a huge issue. It's like they're a Romanov daughter alerted to Bolsheviks at the door. I need a poo. And if we don't deal with it soon, then
I think I know who they are, but I get the reference. I I'm guessing it's something kind of very serious, a serious play.
Well, when the Russian royal family was ousted by the Bolsheviks in sort of around the time of the First World War, I don't know the dates. I think it was the end of the First World War, wasn't it? And then
I don't know.
There was a play that my ex, when she was at drama school, I saw.
Right. Another story about your ex then.
Different ex this time. I've got so many exes.
There's been so many. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, they do reference pooing all the time, and it is very urgent to them. But they save their poos in. I hate talking about shit. But they don't like doing poos at school.
Is that what you're like at rehearsals?
They save them up. I don't want to talk about shit. I'm not a big shit fan.
No.
You
do you view me as a big shit fan?
You talk about shit very easily and openly. And men talk about shit more than women.
I find it to be quite, it's a sort of point of intrigue and amusement. I enjoy it.
I don't. And I think that's the hardest bit about getting a dog, is having to be more open with shits. Because the thing is, a dog does a shit. You're on a busy road. Everyone sees the dog shit. They look at you and they imagine that being your shit every time.
Can I just stop you right there? No, they don't.
I do. That's what I do. If I see someone out walking, their dog does a shit, I look at the shit, I look at the person, and I imagine they just shit.
Yeah, but that you are different. You're different, aren't you?
I think other people do that. I always feel so embarrassed when I have to pick up the dog's shit.
Well, comment below. When you see a dog shit, do you imagine that the dog's owner has also shit like that? Because so I dropped them at school, and you can't go in with the dog. So I just sent 10 to walk inward, and as soon as I turned from the gate, the dog squat and shit, and I hadn't brought any poo bags out with me. So I had to get Becca to stand by the poo, like the poo's warden, to make sure that no children stepped in it. And I was going, you're doing really well. You're doing really well. And he went, I'm still guarding the poo, Daddy. Oh. And I went into your car, because that's the one I had to drive to school, because my dad's belongings, and indeed my dad, are still in my car.
As we'll explain in a second.
And then I had to get one of your big, like, Waitrose, Sainsbury's something bags and pick up the shit with that. And then I had to, there was no bin. There was no bin around the school. So I had to like tie it up and put it in the car.
Oh my, you should not have told me this.
And then I drove the poo to Liverpool Lime Street Station, and I was wandering around Liverpool Lime Street Station with I think a kilo of shit in a Sainsbury's bag.
My orange bag for life?
No, it wasn't a bag for life. It was a bag for shit.
Okay, cool. It wasn't one of my special bags for life.
It was a plastic bag, not one of the reinforced bag for lifes with
the best bags.
I don't want to get into bag hierarchy.
I think I might start just using a bag for life as my main bag. I think that would suit me. It
would suit you, but not. I don't think it would appeal to me.
Well, I'm out and about on my own as a single lady. I don't need to appeal to you.
You are a single lady living at large in London, starring in a Marvel film.
I love it when
booking little afternoon hotels, getting filled up with.
When you meet people for the first time and they don't know anything about you and they say, oh, so are you married? It's so exciting because I could say anything in that moment. I could be like, no, I've been alone for 10 years or.
Yeah. Or something flirty.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a very funny poo story. I also, if he does a poo with me, the dog, it's like having a child again, because when you have a baby, every other week you end up carrying around a shit in your bag. Your baby does a poo in the nappy. You have to change his nappy somewhere. There's nowhere to put it in the bin, and you end up carrying the nappy bag around. I've done that so many. I once went around a whole museum not remembering there was a baby's poo in my bag. Just something you do. When
Whose baby?
Our baby.
Right, that's fine then.
When he does a shit, Pinter, our dog, I also, for his dignity, I hide the shit.
Yeah.
So if people are coming by, I wait. I kind of try to hide it as well, just for his dignity, because I feel like he's embarrassed.
Yeah, that's interesting way to anthropomorphize our canine companion. His dignity.
Well, I just feel like he's a bit ashamed.
He's naked.
He's just done a big shit and he's ashamed.
I don't think he is. He looks like he's ashamed.
All the time.
No, when he does a shit, sort of, he cranes his neck over going, I wish you wouldn't watch this.
Yeah. Actually, I have a question. Can he be in the film I'm doing? Because they're looking for dogs, and I think it would be great. Maybe you aren't going to grant me having a stage kid. Maybe I could have a stage dog. Maybe he could be our workhorse.
Sure, for a price.
Work dog. No, they wouldn't pay him.
Right, well, that's no good.
It would be publicity though. We could start a dog. Yeah, we could start a dog Instagram and make him like a working stage dog.
I was toying with the idea of a dog Instagram or a sports Instagram. I can't really decide.
You should start a dog Instagram and do dog training, because I really think that's in your future.
I'm not a dog trainer.
But you sound like one. You have authority.
Thank you. When I was with my stepmother the other day and I told Pinter firmly to sit, she went, "Ooh, I wouldn't argue with you if you told me to sit like that."
She was flirting with you.
I think so.
Yeah. So you've just been down to collect all of your dad's belongings.
Yeah, and his ashes.
And
little flirty trip down to Bath.
A fun weekend trip while I did all the parenting and went to not only Jungle Fun, but Ninja Warrior. It's a soft play on Saturday and Sunday, whilst you were quite knee deep in musical instruments and grief.
Yes, the opposite of both soft and play is what I was experiencing. No play, no softness, hard work. That's the opposite of soft play, isn't it?
And after the months and months that I've been my mum's been bringing up my belongings and you being bitchy about them, now you have a whole van load of your dad's stuff.
I'm not sure how much of it I'm going to keep. In fact, if anybody is in the market for a recorder, a flute, a harmonica, or a harmonica, I've got 2 kazoos, a melodica, a penny whistle. That's different to the recorder somehow. I've got a triangle, egg shakers. I've got a washboard, a glockenspiel, an auto harp, a ukulele, a bass ukulele, a flying V ukulele, an acoustic string, a nylon acoustic string guitar, a steel string acoustic guitar, a 12-string acoustic guitar, a Casio a keyboard, a DAT machine, a late 80s 3-head reel-to-reel. I've got some multiple MIDI machines, a big silver Mac. Big silver Mac.
Is that a computer?
Yeah, got loads of old DATs, got a mini disc player.
We're going to get robbed now.
Got 2 of his, they don't know where we live and they're not robbers. Got 2, I'm saying this to be amusing, not to be like melancholic, but I was obviously finding it quite emotional. It's just a funny thing to analyze or think, why do you do that? But I was obviously feeling quite emotional doing all of this. Found his book of poetry that he used to write in when we were living together when I was in my late teens, early 20s. And I put his passport photo on the mantelpiece so that, he could watch me pack the stuff up. And then after I sort of finished,
that's really sweet.
I kissed my finger and just put it on his forehead on the picture. Why?
Aww.
Why'd I do that?
So sweet.
Who's that for?
It's for him.
It's not. It's a picture of him.
Yeah, but it's a nice symbolic thing. And I think that you should be open to, the idea of him watching over you. And, even if you don't believe in that, it's nice to just be open to things like that. It's really sweet. I did that today with my brother's urn. Because I'm staying at my mum's while I do this thing. And his urn is there. And also while she's been, loading and unloading her flat with all of our it's just too complicated to go into stuff. I haven't seen his urn since in a few years. And it was the first time I saw it. So before I left this morning, I'm quite scared of it as well. Yeah.
You slept in the room with it?
Well, she lives in a tiny little flat. Yeah. Of course, it's right there.
Did it make it harder for you to masturbate?
Okay. That's not going to be a clip because I know your immediate instinct is, let's make that the podcast clip this week. I went and put my hand.
I don't choose the clips.
I went and put my hand on his urn.
Could you
and
keep your hands still
I'm
as
trying
well?
to, but it's really, this is heavy. Yeah, but okay, fine.
I've got
You're
it.
telling me off.
I've got it.
Don't like it. I'm talking about my dead brother. Okay. Anyway, I put my hand on his urn and I went, hi, it's okay. And then I left. See, why did I do that? Oh, do you know what I did? I said, I'm sorry I didn't wish you happy birthday because it was his birthday at the weekend. It was his birthday on the day you went to pick up your dad's stuff. But I didn't make it about me. Okay.
Well, I could have got him something. He'd love all those instruments, wouldn't he?
Oh, yeah, he would have.
Men of similar interests.
I think that your dad would have liked Ben.
Yes. In my dad's later life, he would have liked him. I think as a younger man, that they might have clashed slightly.
Yeah.
My dad became more patient, but then your brother also mellowed. So yeah, I think if they met at the right time, they would have done. Yeah. If they met at the wrong time, it would have been absolutely appalling.
Yeah. How do you think you're going to cope with all of his stuff around you? Do you believe? Because I really do think after the months of handling all of my old stuff, there is an energy from belongings. You know, even, you know, if you think about going through, say, a graveyard, there's an energy because these people are there. And I don't know, I do believe in some kind of, I heard someone talking about a chemical imprint. There's some kind of, it will affect you if you are open to those things affecting you, I guess.
Well, yes. I think that there are all sorts of extraordinary things that can happen to you psychologically and in the makeup of your brain in order to try and comprehend something that it is sort of impossible to comprehend, death. There is, your brain will lurch into areas and do things that in other circumstances it wouldn't be capable of or think to do. And it maybe the sensation of other things become apparent because of the intensity of feeling. Maybe ghosts exist. Who knows? I'm starting to be open to those kind of things. I'm not, but then I don't really, I think I don't care. I think I don't really, it's like when philosophers start talking about metaphysics and they go, well, how can we be sure that we exist? I kind of go, I don't know really, but let's just assume that we do and then go from there, because what's the fucking point? And I sort of understand why you do it. It's to lay a foundation. It's the ultimate source of doubt. So if you can cast doubt on the idea of existence, you can cast doubt on anything. And if you haven't made up your mind about whether or not you exist, so I get it, but also I find the conversation a bit exhausting in the same way that like, oh, what if ghosts exist? Well, who knows? I
think accept that they exist and they're just pottering about. They're just in and out. Some are good, some are bad.
Yeah.
That's all cool.
It's all cool.
It's all cool. Rather than, because I think ghost, most people think bad. It's bad. If there's a ghost, they're going to haunt you. But maybe they're actually annoyed you're in their space. And they just want to get on with their day.
Well, they're incorporeal. So they're not worried about space. That's one of the great advantages of being.
Oh, they can just go through you.
Yeah.
Is that what it means?
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't have they're no corpse. They are detached from their corpse, incorporeal. I suppose that's what.
So are you going to bring his ashes in?
Yeah.
Or
I think I have to pay some heed to what I think he'd want. And then, where do you want me to lay your body to rest? And he'd go, oh, could it be in the Ford Tornado Custom, please?
I thought that's what you were going to say that you were considering. And then you drive him around everywhere. He's coming with you on your journeys.
That'd be nice. I mean, I'll take him on tour, but no, he'll be in my office.
Can I just say you're cutting off the blood supply in my
you
arm?
do you want to move your arm a little bit?
Yeah.
There we go.
Do you think he'll be visible then for the kids to see? Because we haven't quite discussed Ashes yet.
I'm going to get, or indeed commission, an urn. I know what I want my urn to look like.
Your urn?
The urn that I possess that houses my father.
Oh,
yes.
right. I thought you meant your urn for when you die. It sounded like you were planning that quite soon.
That's not my decision to make. You can decide what my urn looks like.
I'm going to decide what my urn looks like.
No, you're not.
I'm not getting cremated.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be buried alive. In my favourite graveyard that I run through to cry.
Do you want to be buried in Liverpool?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I've really become, in the last month, I've fallen in love with it.
She's a fucking Scouser, lads.
Fallen in love with it. The fact that they're Scousers. The kids are Scousers now. They're speaking with an accent.
Stop it. Dad, me folder. I need to get me folder from school, Dad.
So Tan's learning to read. And in this book yesterday or whenever it was, I was like, ta. And he went, but. So he pronounces it as the teacher does.
But.
Put. Book. That's quite Scottish, actually. Sorry. So you're going to have to explain what ashes are to our children. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. So in the film The Yellow Submarine, the animated Beatles film, there are, in Pepperland, the landscape is sort of decorated with large 3D words. Love is one and yes is another. And I would like to, any potters that can pot me this, I would like a large love as seen in The Yellow Submarine, or indeed a yes.
How big? This big?
Well, big enough, like Ash's size.
Because they're quite a lot of ashes, aren't there?
Yeah, but I've only got half of him.
Oh, right. Because my mum's got quite a big one.
The bottom half.
We had to, when we were bringing him back from the
crematorium,
my sister had him on the central line, just in a plastic bag. I remember thinking, do people know that we've got him in a plastic bag on the central line?
Yeah, I remember once I was at the Assembly Bar in the Edinburgh Festival Fringe, and a mutual friend of ours, we both know him in fairly different ways, brought his dead father in an urn to the Assembly Bar, which I thought was, I can't remember, I think it, I uncharitably thought that this feels like quite a performative thing to have done, or perhaps a little bit like I've brought my father's urn to the place where we all get pissed till 5 a.m. And then a comedian, very successful comedian, took it and hid his dad. And then he was really upset and stressed out about where his dad was in the urn. So it was, I remember
really
that.
Horrible.
Yeah, it was very unpleasant, actually.
But that is also slightly attention seeking. But I think probably if you're drunk, he probably decided kind of it would be funny, and didn't really think it through.
Well, his dad was an alcoholic apparently as well.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course I do.
Okay. Then of course I do me.
So you're going to try and recreate your dad's office maybe in your office?
No, I'm not. I'm just going to, because you can't be trusted. Sorry.
Okay.
You just make too much noise with it. And now the thing's gone again. Was that up? That's quite amusing. So what's happened there is somebody slammed a door, and our lighting system, could you just point it a little bit more at me? Thank you very much, Jessica. The lighting system. So Yeah, it's again, it's not a perfect setup, but it's absolutely fine. Yeah. Could you tell me how many percentage left on the battery, please? On the screen of the camera, top right-hand corner. 42. We've actually we've done half an hour. And it started on 80. So this is absolutely perfect. By the skin of our teeth, I think we're going to do this.
Okay. Well, I have to leave I should be leaving now.
Yeah. But you may not leave right now.
This is commitment to a podcast, everybody. And it's really funny because obviously no one is forcing us to do a podcast.
No.
We are absolutely committed to doing a podcast.
How many forced podcasts do you think there are?
Well, there are loads of celebrities who I feel like they look like they're being forced.
It'd be funny if in the newsagents there's a sort of a gun out of shot that is keeping them all talking.
I've actually just fallen out of love for the first time with the newsagents.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well, right. I mean, that cable's fucked now. Okay, pause at 30:20. While you were in the toilet, took your time. We got a new Patreon. Hello, Daisy. What took you so long?
Okay.
What took you so long, Daisy?
We should have can you tilt it up towards my mouth?
I can hear it and sounds fine.
In the other podcast, for their people who are members, they have their names for them. Like, Trip Plus members. Mm-hmm. So we could have one for the breakup members.
So somebody came up with one for us, which I think was the observers, or it was something. It was
the
something,
jury.
Something, yeah, the jury, the observers. I can't remember what it was.
Somebody also said that we've been too nice to each other on the recent episodes.
Yeah, they like the reality of us squabbling a little bit.
Well, we talk about that on the Patreon episode this week, how me doing this job for a few weeks, the last job I did as an actress for 6 weeks led to our second breakup. So maybe there'll be more friction in our podcast.
I feel like we're quite close, yeah. I feel like after last night, I feel like I'm not sure the relationship's going to survive the next 3 weeks.
Who slept in the bed?
With me?
Yeah.
Our youngest.
Just Becca?
Yeah.
In the whole night?
Yeah.
What time did he come into the bed?
11:30.
So he woke up and came into the bed?
No, yes, of course he woke up and came into the bed. Yeah, that's how he got there. Yeah.
It is so funny how, like clockwork, every day at 2 a.m, both of them, Ten and Becca, appear at our bedroom door holding hands and say, "Mummy, I love you." And then they inch towards our bed. And depending on how awake I am, I let them into the bed or I remind myself to go back to their bed.
I'm a very light sleeper, so I don't do well with the tooth grinding. I get enough of that from you. We've only just managed to fit you with a mouth guard. That means I can sleep through the night.
I know, and I'm going to have to get rid of the mouth guard now.
Why?
Because it's a year. It's meant to only last at optimum for a year. So I either pay $1,500 to get a new one, which I should do, but the appointments are so few and far between at this orthodontist. So I'm going to have to go rogue. I'm going to have to go with no sleep apnea mouth guard for a bit.
Wow. I wonder how we're going to navigate our time with each other. Like when you get back, obviously, because I think the mistake I would have made in the past is going, right, I'm like a dog who hasn't been out on a walk. I need to go and be social. Otherwise I will start chewing the furniture.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that's wrong. I think we need to make sure that when you're back, we focus a bit on each other.
Well, I was going to say on Friday night when I'm back, you should go out. You should arrange, because on that night anyway, I'll be tired. So
okay.
I'll get back late. I'll get back at about 9.
Yeah.
So I was thinking if you immediately went out and then I just have to go to bed with the kids and have a nice time with them, then on a Saturday night, if you went out when I've been with you, I would like to see you. So I think if we do it like that.
Yeah.
But
okay,
it's weird. It's weird kind of, it's nice in a way getting the opportunity to do a job and to have to split the time like this because it hopefully we can correct past mistakes.
It's also nice to have the opportunity to miss you.
Yeah. And text, like flirty.
Have we been doing that?
No, not yet, but I'm planning on it. I did the lips emoticon.
Oh, right. Yeah. I got a proper lob on when that happened.
Did you?
The lips emoticon? The drawing of some lips? No, I didn't.
It does.
No, not really.
It's quite a sexy one though, isn't it? Like,
no, it's not. But you've started sending me sexy pictures, which I appreciate. They're very sexy.
Stop it.
Well, is that not good information
I'm just
for everybody?
sending you my OnlyFans content.
Yeah, I know, I like
you're
it.
a subscriber.
I get little freebies.
You get it for
so
free.
fuck you, okay? Having to pay for it. I get it all free.
You do. You like it, don't you?
I do like it.
So
I do like it.
Do you think my content's been good lately?
Well, what I've noticed is that you've got better at it. There's a talent, isn't there, to framing yourself. Sometimes you see these videos on the Instagrams of women going, here's me when I pose like this. And you go, wow, look at that. And then they go, here's me when I just stand normally. And you go, oh my God, horrible. I'm exaggerating. Obviously it's not like that. But they go, it's not always reliable. The way that you stand and pose can really alter your perception of the blah, blah, blah. So, that's the situation. And it's edifying or something. Anyway, you have learned, because I don't think you've learned how to sort of pose to make it all, I think you always look gorgeous and I'm very attracted to you at all hours of every day. But yeah, I enjoy the photos, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've learned in a way, it is so simple. If you look like you're enjoying yourself and you're up for it, the photo is more appealing to the people you're trying to appeal to, which is
that's the secret to anything, really.
Horny men.
Yeah. That's it's also the trick to oral sex. If you're just going at it like there's secrets inside that you must find out and that you can't wait to know, then that's brilliant oral sex. That's sort of really, like, technique wise, that's secondary to just somebody being hugely enthusiastic about doing it. And I think that's true both ways.
Well, it's kind of, but porn is so usually.
What do you mean kind of? Why don't you just back me up on that? It's true. Do you not think it's true? Yeah,
it is true. I guess it's true. But it's different with a man going down on a woman because I think the sounds are so different.
That's correct.
So like,
but
what are you talking about?
Why would the sounds being different make any difference?
This is too graphic for me. Sorry, I can't talk about this. I was going to say, if you watch porn, you see everyone's just being so, like, verbal about things. Like, oh yeah, like that. Yeah, more. And then the sounds being so much. And if you replicate that there is a lot you can learn from. There's a lot of bad, but there is also a lot of, I don't know what I'm trying to say, and it's all too messy.
I think you explained yourself quite well. You're addicted to porn and you try to ape the behavior of porn stars in your everyday sex life with me
without it being porn. No, for my OnlyFans content, not with you.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean like...
I'm learning from porn to do my hair content.
I don't mean verbal reinforcement. I don't need... In fact, I think that's lazy. You should be able to communicate to me that it's fun without having to say, this is fun, by the way. I'm having a great time sucking this. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I think that's just, behave like it's amazing.
No, I definitely... But it's hard when you actually are really enjoying something. I won't say what the something is. Sometimes it's hard.
Well, everybody
it's hard to remind us
over what that is.
Well, also, so much of our sex has to be silent because of the kids. Not, like, we don't want to. If you're in a random hotel room, you can I really am looking forward to having really loud sex. We haven't been able to have like loud sex.
Can I just say that I don't think I feel comfortable having loud sex in this hotel room? I think I've got headphones on and I've heard about 3 other conversations since we've been in here.
Do you know what I mean? And you are really quiet usually during sex with me. I don't know what you've been like with other.
Very, 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 very vocal with other people.
Okay.
You're the only person I've ever been quiet for.
So when you make sounds, I'm like, oh, wow, what's going on?
I've never been a fan of chatting.
It's because you
talking.
don't like seeming fake. You just are authentic. You think sometimes sounds can be performative.
Yes, I talk for a living. That's what I do. It's what we're doing right now. That's my time off. I don't want to be talking then and trying to perform. I'm performing now to an extent. I perform on stage. I don't want to perform. I want to just silently engage and communicate physically, not silent, but silently.
Apparently, there's a famous actor who gets random women to come to his hotel room. He opens the door silently. He doesn't speak one word throughout and just does it all from behind.
Yep.
And the whole thing has to be silent.
Oscar winner.
No, Alfie, that's right. Okay, 41. Fucking idiot.
What?
You are definitely, I am telling you, you have to.
Okay. But don't now labour the point. I've agreed to edit it.
Okay, go on.
So that'll just be
so far away from my mouth.
I can. It's absolutely amazing the skill you have to just.
I need to go.
Well, there we go.
Right, we're gonna have to. I don't know how we've got onto porn and sounds.
Well, it's good.
And I'm also now people are going to think that I'm doing porn.
Well, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm doing hair porn. It's very different.
I mean, porn is I don't think we've nailed down a kind of strong enough working definition to say that you are or are not. It's like whether or not it's sexual. It's like people, you do it to be sexy.
Yeah.
But it's not explicit.
It's not my vagina.
There you go.
Or boobs yet. So my plan is to, once I get the boob job, do every single photo outfit, set up, prop.
Your boobs sort of they're you make a feature of them, but there's always, you've not gone direct from nipple to camera lens. There's always something in between.
There hasn't been any nipple.
No. Not like exposed nipple.
There's barely been anything exposed.
No.
My hair covers everything. Anyway, with my boobs, I'm going to redo every single setup and outfit with my big boobs.
Oh, right. So just have before and after on everything.
I'm just not going to mention it. And I'm going to go through my whole catalogue and just redo with big boobs.
You should get people to vote on what their favourite thing are. What shoots would they most like to see reprised with the big tits? Well, I
only have a rotation of about 4 outfits anyway. It's like I have a uniform.
Well, maybe you need to work on that.
Well, no, because I like that. I like the fact that what I'm really proud of with my account or profile is that I haven't really done anything that's, apart from the occasional prop, I've not done anything that requires new clothes or waste. It's just all stuff that I already have.
Right. Well, maybe the subscribers would appreciate a little bit of ingenuity, I think.
They like the clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, this has not been, we need to talk a little bit more about do you want to talk anything more about your grief?
I think a podcast which is, it's got grief bread with a sex filling sandwich. I'm not sure that's really, but yeah, sure.
How do you think your mum's doing at home? How's your mum? Oh no, I've lost my towel.
I don't know, what time is it? She's still on her way to Liverpool.
Oh, right, okay. So far we haven't got a call from nursery or school saying that they're sick.
I need to call the school to tell them that I won't pick them up. It'll be, or you do.
Yeah, you do. You do that.
Yeah.
So do you think that you're going to be able to survive the next couple of days without me?
Yeah, I do. Are
you going to miss me too much?
Every single time that you talk, no, I can hear it. Oh. I can hear in my headphones
I'm sorry,
whether or not it's too far away from your mouth.
I'm so sorry.
So stop saying.
I'm so sorry. I ruined it.
One of the most manipulative and horrid things that you do is whimper and say sorry on this podcast like I am a dangerous and overbearing man.
No,
when
sorry.
really I'm just holding the microphone, and every time you move the microphone, it starts buzzing, and I can hear the sound in my head.
I'm really sorry to everyone. I'm so sorry to everyone.
This has been a nightmare.
It has been a bit of a nightmare. The last 5 minutes you can cut. 40 minutes. Right. Well, this hasn't been the most, vibrant conversation from us.
I think it was all right.
Do you think it was okay?
Yeah.
So do you feel quite positive?
About this podcast?
Just about anything or everything?
Yeah, I'm about to go and have a meeting about my tour that's going to occur in the autumn.
That's cool.
Going to get it on sale soon. Going to meet
3 or 4 dates.
Going to meet a comedian.
You're not going away for that long.
Going to meet a comedian this evening about working with him on his new show, which would be cool. So that's my day for the rest of the day.
How do you feel coming down to London for the day? It's not my favourite place. I walked to the job today for an hour across London, and it was so weird being a tourist.
Well, you're not really a tourist, are you? You're it's something a little bit different.
No, I know, but I don't come to this part of London. Like, we're in Victoria. I never come to Victoria.
Yeah.
I never see Big Ben up close.
No. How did you find it?
Big Ben.
Yeah.
Quite powerful.
Yeah.
Cool. I there's something about being near the Houses of Parliament that I do think, I wish I'd come to this area more. Really weird thing. And this is random, but the Parliament Square, that patch of green where people protest. So I walked round it this morning because I was going in the wrong direction. So I had to walk the whole square. And there were hundreds of worms. They were just dead worms everywhere. Every step, there was another worm. And I noticed it at the beginning. And then I realized, because I'd done the whole lap of the square, there was hundreds and hundreds of worms. You wouldn't have noticed it unless you were looking down at the road like I do. I don't understand. What was going on? Do you think someone protested by worms?
I don't know. I couldn't speak to that, but that's an interesting observation with probably lots of bad satirical jokes that you could make about the toxic blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought, if I was clever, I'd be able to make a joke now or an analogy about how toxic the world is. This is the source of so much pain, this square, because so many people have protested for something that's never, been dealt with. And
yeah, I've never noticed that. What I did notice last time I was crossing that bridge between Big Ben and whatever's on the other side, is that Westminster Bridge or I can't remember, I don't know which bridge it is, but so many run clubs. Everybody's on a fucking run in a run club. Why are you running there for? Because it's close to your work. But why in a club? It's just more inconvenient for everybody else. There's tourists taking photos on the bridge, desperately trying to snap their desired photo before the next run club comes and tramples them to the ground.
They like feeling like they're in a pack, and they like have an incentive if somebody's faster than them to keep up. If I'm running on my own, I would definitely try and beat everyone if I was in a run club. I would run more.
Yeah.
You should join a run club.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay. I tried to take Pinter on a run because I'm determined for him to be, have a good 5K time. And it looks like I'm being attacked. People look at me like I'm in danger. So we really need to get on. He
just thinks you're playing with him and he wants to play. He doesn't want to run in a straight direction. He just wants to
bite the lead. You're seeing the dog trainer, aren't you, on Friday?
So when the day, as this is released, as you're listening to this, I will be with a dog trainer, charming woman. I'm interested to see what the results are and how it differs from internet training. And also, it's so good to have somebody else. I think this is really it, is that as when you meet somebody who's interested in football, and when you like a football or any sport, the trick to having a good friend who you can enjoy that sport with is that you've got to have a friend who knows basically as much about the sport as you do. Because there's no fun. If I was friends with any of the blokes from, you know, one of these fancy hipster football podcasts that were talking about the tactics and whatnot, I just would go, yeah, I'd take your word for it. I can't communicate with you. I need somebody who is at my intellectual level, football wise, which is not a very high level. But once you have that, it is extremely engaging. So I did enjoy, I think the other day, just talking to her about dogs.
Oh, right.
Just about dogs.
That's
It was like having a friend over for a dog
I was
chat.
like, I'm going to go upstairs now. It's nice to meet you, but I have absolutely no interest in dogs, so I'm going to leave the room. It's just one of those things. I can see that he's a beautiful dog, and I think that, in a weird way, is why I like him. If he was, I met Sarah's dog last night again.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah's got little Bedlington Whippet, and no offense, guys, but just not for me. The dog was just, what is the point of this little dog?
Is it small?
It's tiny.
But he's a puppy, so he'll grow. She's
a puppy. She just kept biting my socks, so my feet. And, you know, I don't know. It's like having a hamster now. Now that we've got a giant dog, I'm like, why have you got a fucking hamster?
Yeah.
But I can see the appeal. But again, you must admit, it's been such a time-consuming thing, having a dog.
Yeah. Yeah, you must admit, it's been such a time-consuming thing having 4 children.
No, but the parallel is so, you know, is so there. And it's all because of love. It makes it all worth it because we do love him and we love the kids. But it's incredibly time-consuming.
Well, think about how time-consuming it's going to be when we've got 4 dogs.
We're not going to have 4 dogs.
Well,
I don't even want a second dog now.
Why?
Because we're just finally getting time together.
I don't think it makes a difference, but yeah, no, I agree.
Well, let's have another baby, and then if you know, then we can see.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
This has been Before We Break Up Again.
It's not been the most fascinating episode.
That's what you think.
I feel like now we need to do something in this hotel room. Otherwise, it's just 70 quid.
Please become a patron.
Please become a patron and pay for the hotel room.
Thank you very much indeed. Goodbye.
Oh, right. You're done, aren't you? You want to get going?
Well, you need to leave.
Okay, fine.
What time is it?
2:06. Fuck.
So you desperately need to leave. We legally need to leave the hotel room.
We need to leave. Yeah, we need to leave the hotel room. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Can't have any porn sex, can we?